Hello guys, today I'm going to be teaching you the importance of tripping. Right here is my server that I'm playing on. I play on a couple different servers, and this is the one that I'm going to be bringing you how to trip and stuff. As you can see, there's, guys, these were red. We've recently done some things, and right now they're not red. But say, for example, that these guys were the enemy, and they hit this one, and they did this. Look at that for a few minutes. The fact that it died means that they could actually be in that city conquering it. The fact that it's land means that they either went through the sea or they went through the land. So since you know that it's land that they killed, the best way to do is you should message that person and go, "Hey, are you alright?" If they don't respond, then you attack them. Because you have to check to see if that city's under siege, because most cities under siege, the first 3 hours are usually the most crucial part, and they're usually the ones that decide if you keep the city or if you break the city. Now, let's see. As you can see, I need 69 residents at least to attack this guy. I really hate that, but that's what you have to do. And if they sit there and complain, they sh they shouldn't. They shouldn't. You should just say, "Hey, look, I was making sure that you were not CS'd. Okay, you weren't responding, and your trip died. So, I mean, it's better safe than sorry. They want to keep their city, and you don't want another red on the island. So you would just send that, and then you would instantly send the support behind it. See, look at here. It's only 4 seconds apart. The closer you get that, the more chance you'll know that no CS made it in that time. A CS making it into that time is very rare, and it's usually ones that are like 13 seconds away, so they know about when your trip's coming, and so they pull the CS and stick another CS in there in that time. I've not really seen that happen much, but if you put a minute or two between it, better be sure that I will do that to you. If I have a short range CS and I can pull it out and push it back in, I would do that. And that's pretty much all it is. And then they'll hit and it'll say pretty much clear, or it'll say such and such is occupying that city. For example, let me see if I can't find one. I think I have one in here. Yeah, I should have one on this server. No, not that server. This server. Right here. It will say is attacking the city, Blackhammer, which is occupied, and then it'll give you the name of the person occupied. That means that somebody has CS that city and somebody is sitting in there. That is when you have to publicate it and stick it to where you ever need to stick it in the form so people could start their attacks. Or they'll be like, "Can you send a spy?" And so you'll have to send a spy to see how much it is. I mean, I'd rather not send spies because you don't know how big their caves are. I mean, seriously, unless you're going to send like a 50k spy and you have the silver for that, or in a game that you know that most people only have like 20k in their caves, or if you know how much they have in it. But I wouldn't recommend that. Let's go back to this. So then you just do that, and you just make sure that it's timed up like that. This is crucial. This makes sure that you know. And if the trip goes off again, you say, "Hey, look, this person's getting hit constantly, guys. We need some support in here. Let me know what time your support lands," and then you just look at this part right here and you say it's my attacks land at 2:48:21. I'm re-tripping. If we can get some support in by 2:48:30 before they hit it again and take it. I mean, just putting support in there has actually killed CSs before. Me, like if trip goes off, I'll do this and then I'll send support if I can make it before then. Sometimes, I mean, it just depends on how much troops I have in the area, if I'm willing to risk it or not, which I usually am because I don't want red on the island. And then I'll just sit it in there. And I do it with brims because people don't send enough LS if they know there's no brims in there. And I'll throw brims in there, and since it's a short CS, they just collide against them, and you'll get a free CS kill from it. Anyways, I hope you learned a little bit of how to trip and how to decide what to do. I mean, I know this is a big issue, and it's one of the questions the main ask whenever somebody hits a trip. They're always like, "Okay, did you check it? Make sure there's no CS in there. Did you did you do that? Did you re-trip it?" And you'll be like, "Oh no, I didn't re-trip it." You go re-trip it. CS is already there. 12 hours later, it turns the other color. Or you find out 3 later, say, hey, I got a CS in there. No, I don't. Yeah, I put a chip in there. Yes, I do have a CS in there. While the other guy's laughing because he sees your chip coming. Anyways, I hope you learned a little bit more to this, okay? You guys have a nice night, alright?